I was standing barefoot at the edge of the water when I felt it. That familiar pressure in my chest. The kind you don't mistake for nostalgia. I didn't turn right away. I let the wave retreat. Let the silence stretch. Then I saw her reflection in the glass of a beachside cafe window. She had stopped walking. 3 years of silence, and she recognized my posture before my face. The way I stand when I'm thinking too much. The way I stand when I already know the ending. When I finally turned, her expression collapsed in real time. Not surprise. Fear. Her hand went instinctively to her throat, like the truth had risen there suddenly and cut off her air. She opened her mouth, closed it again. I gave her nothing. Not a nod. Not a smile. Just a look. The kind that says, I remember everything. 3 years ago, she didn't even give me a goodbye. Just distance. Excuses. Then absence. At first, I believed the version of her she sold me. Work stress. Confusion. Needing space. I was patient. Quiet. Understanding. That's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't announce itself. It whispers. It leaves crumbs and waits for you to be too tired to follow them. The first crack came from a photograph I wasn't meant to see. Her friend posted it accidentally. A reflection in a mirror. A man's watch on her wrist. Not mine. I told myself I was imagining things. I wanted to be wrong more than I wanted the truth. But suspicion is a seed. Once planted, it grows on its own. I didn't confront her. I didn't accuse. I observed. Phone records. Time gaps that didn't make sense. Locations that overlapped a little too perfectly with someone else's life. I stayed calm on the surface. Supportive. Kind. Inside, I was mapping everything. I learned his name without trying. I learned his habits without stalking. Patterns reveal themselves when you stop being emotional and start being precise. The final confirmation came quietly. An email forwarded to the wrong address. A hotel receipt. 2 names. 1 room. I stared at the screen for a long time. No anger. No tears. Just clarity. When I finally asked her a question, my voice didn't shake. Were you ever planning to tell me? Her face did something strange. Relief first. Then panic. She cried. Explained. Blamed timing. Blamed herself. Blamed love. I listened like a stranger listens. Detached. Almost curious. I handed her the printed evidence without a word. Watched her hands tremble as she realized how much I already knew. That was the moment she understood something important. I hadn't lost control. She had. I didn't yell. I didn't insult her. I stood up. I hope he was worth the version of you I can never unsee. I walked away before she could answer. 3 years passed. No messages. No closure conversations. Just silence. And now she stood in front of me on that beach, exposed by coincidence and sunlight. You look different, she finally said. I am. Her eyes searched my face for resentment. For longing. For weakness. She found none. I think about you sometimes, she said softly. I almost laughed. Then you didn't think hard enough. The words landed heavier than shouting ever could. She flinched. I turned back toward the ocean. I forgave you a long time ago, I said. Then paused. For myself, not for you. She didn't follow me. She couldn't. Some people only feel powerful when you're still bleeding. I was. As I walked down the shoreline, the wind erased our footprints behind me. That's how I knew it was over. Not because she suffered, but because she no longer mattered.